Hello, everyone. My name is Nils Larson. I am going to be the camp director at Camp Browning this upcoming summer, 2022. I'm super excited to meet you all this summer and to spend some time with you. But this video here is just going to give you a little bit of an explanation of camp, hopefully help you have a little bit more clear expectations of what we're going to be doing this summer, and hopefully answer some of your questions. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. I have a PowerPoint. Okay, awesome. Hopefully you can see this. So this right here is my email, nilslarson@gmail.com. Feel free to contact me. Seriously, any questions that you have, I'm happy to answer. If you have any concerns about your group and how we can kind of cater camp to your group specifically, please reach out to me. I'd love to talk about that and hopefully figure out how to give you guys the best experience we can this summer. So real quick, the leader's guide right here, all of the information that you need is going to be in this leader's guide. It is on the website, utahscouts.org/Browning. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll be able to download the PDF of this leader's guide. It's about 20 pages long, and it's going to help you answer a lot of your questions. I'm going to go over a lot of the things that it discusses in this video, but there are going to be a lot of things that we don't cover in this video. So go and check out that leader's guide, because that's going to help you with a lot of your questions. So location-wise, Camp Browning is located at Causey Reservoir right up here. You're going to go up from Ogden through Ogden Canyon, or if you're coming from down in Salt Lake area, you can come up through this road right here. You're going to come to Huntsville and then follow this road 39 all the way up to Camp Browning. There'll be a dirt road along the side of Causey Reservoir, and you just go to the very end, and then you'll come to Camp Kiesel, which is right below us. That's a day camp where they do younger kids, but on the left there'll be a road up to Browning, which is where we're going to be. We're going to have some information about arrival, and it might be a little bit confusing as I discuss this because we have two different types of sessions. We have the 3-day session, Monday through Wednesday, and then we have the 4-day session, which is Wednesday through Saturday. There are also a couple of Wednesday through Friday sessions, which we'll discuss a little bit. But hopefully it won't be too confusing as I talk about these here. The Monday group, you guys are going to be arriving at 8 a.m. Wednesday group will be arriving at 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Please be there at or before this time. I know it's kind of early, but if you can get there on time, get there by 8 a.m. That'll give you some time to get things set and then just get going. The way that our camp is set up is we just want to jam pack as much fun as we can into these 3 days or 4 days that we have with you. And so if you can be there on time, be ready to go, that'll help us to get going. It's going to be a little bit exhausting because we're going to put a ton of fun in these days, but it's going to be awesome. So we look forward to seeing you. A couple other notes for arrival. Please bring one a 4-wheel drive vehicle if you can, a truck or an SUV that can get up the hill. It's a pretty nasty road. Basically at Camp Kiesel, there's a big parking lot, which is where we'll have you park all of your vehicles, and then we'll have you take one vehicle that's 4-wheel drive up the road. It's about a 1/4 mile up to Camp Browning, not long at all. So basically all your youth can just walk it, and then you can take one truck to transport all of your gear up to your campsite. We also ask that you wait to set up camp when you get there. There will be time throughout the day where you have like a free break or so to lay out your sleeping bag, stuff like that. But we ask that when you get there, just be ready to go because we're going to be starting pretty much immediately at 9 a.m. At 8:30 in the morning or at 4 for the Wednesday group, we're going to have a welcome meeting in the pavilion. We'll direct you to where that is, but that'll be a meeting where you can meet the staff and we can help all of your youth just see what's going on, give them some expectations for what to expect at camp. That'll be just a good quick meeting to help everybody know what's going on. And then also after that meeting, as your youth get going off to their first activity, I just ask that one of your leaders comes and talks to me. I'd love to talk about just specifically your group and how we can make your group, just how we can give your group the best individual experience we can, and hopefully answer any questions you have. So I'm going to go over our schedules here. I'm going to start off with this 3-day session, but a lot of it is the same, just adjusted times for the 4-day session. So hopefully you'll be able to have all your questions answered about the schedule as I go over it right here. For the Monday through Wednesday 3-day session group, you're going to check in hopefully by 8 a.m., but we'll be starting at 7:30, being out there ready to welcome you. 9 o'clock is when we're going to start our first rotation. You'll have 2 rotations in the morning. Each of them is an hour and a half long, and then we'll have an hour and a half for lunch, and then 3 more rotations, and then dinner. Just to clarify, lunch, dinner, breakfast, we're providing 3 hot meals for everyone in your group every day. Those will be there, hopefully be really easy and quick for you. And so you'll have some time also during lunch to just relax and take a little bit of a break. So be ready for that. I think we do a pretty good job. It's camp food, so don't be expecting anything fancy, but I think we do a good job providing a good meal for each meal every day. After dinner, we're going to have a flag ceremony, and then at 8 p.m. we have a campfire program. This campfire program, a lot of people think is going to be kind of cheesy and dumb, but I promise we have some talented people at camp, and this is a really fun way for us to let you get to know us as a staff. One of my highlights of camp for sure. And so we're going to put a lot of work into this, hopefully make it good for you. And so we just ask that you show up and participate, be ready to get loud, sing some songs, have some fun. We'll have some group time after that, and then at 10:30 is when we ask that you guys just quiet down. We know it's camp. We know that people are wanting to stay up late, having fun, sitting around the campfire, stuff like that. But please quiet down around 10:30 for those who want to go to sleep. Tuesday morning, we have a couple of optional early morning activities on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesdays is the polar plunge, which is super fun for those of your youth and leaders who are looking for just some excitement. Basically, we wake up at 6:30 in the morning and then go and jump in some freezing cold water down in the creek. So that's a lot of fun. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but for those who are looking to have a little bit of excitement, it's a great way to start off the morning. And then we'll have breakfast, 2 more rotations, lunch, and then open program time. Open program time is basically just a time for you to go back to an area that you had fun at. If you want to go back and do some more rock climbing or go on the ropes course again, or go practice your archery, open program time is when you can go back and do that. We'll talk about that at camp, like what the specific schedule for that will be. But basically during those 4.5 hours, each of our areas will be open for at least 2.5 hours where you can go and just go do it again if you want. So that's a really fun time for youth who want to get a little bit more experience in a place that they liked. We'll have dinner that night, flag ceremony, and then this is our open group time from 8 to 10:30 or so. This is a great time if you want to have a devotional, a fireside, a testimony meeting. We're leaving this evening open for you to take care of. We hope that on Monday night you'll come have fun with us at the campfire, but this night, this is all you. We're going to leave that open to do whatever you want. If you need help from the staff on finding an activity for that night, feel free to reach out to me. We're happy to help you out, but we just know a lot of groups want to do something spiritual and have their own little fireside. So that time is open for you right there. Wednesday, another early morning activity that's totally optional, the sunrise hike. It only takes 15 to 20 minutes to get up there, but you just hike up early in the morning at 6:30. We leave, we go up to the top of the canyon, and it's a really great view of Causey Reservoir, the entire canyon, and you can see the sunrise as it comes up. Definitely one of my highlights of camp as well. A lot of fun just waking up in the morning early and going to see a beautiful view. So I would highly recommend that, but that is also optional for those who are hoping to sleep in. They can totally do that. 7:30 to 9, we've got breakfast. And then from 9 to noon here, this is our checkout time, where we hope that you're cleaning up and getting out of camp. But we're also going to have some camp games available. Just if you want to have a little bit more fun, spend an hour or so playing some games with us before you leave. That will be an option for you. But also, if you just want to clean up and get out, that is totally an option as well. At 12 is when we're going to ask that you're out of camp at the latest. We just need some time to get ready for the next group that's going to be coming in at 3. And so we ask that you check out by 12. If you have any questions about the schedule, feel free to contact me. We want to, let you not have to worry about scheduling stuff. So we pack it full of fun with this. So don't worry about scheduling other things. But we're flexible as well. So feel free to talk about me if you want to adjust anything a little bit. That we might have space to do that if you need an adjustment for your group. We have 7 rotations on this schedule, and there are 5 different areas that you can visit. So you'll have at least 2, or for this session, you'll have 2. For the 4-day session, you'll have 3. But in this one, you'll have 2 rotations that are breaks. So you'll have an hour and a half on those rotations where you can just relax, take a nap, do whatever your group would like to do. So that is open time for you. The 4-day session, we'll go over real quick. Very similar. Wednesday, you show up at 3, you check in. At 4:30, we have our first rotation. And then at 6, we're going to have dinner, flag ceremony, campfire program. Again, I highly recommend it. Highlight a camp, something that's really fun, and it's a great way for you to get to know us as a staff. Thursday is going to be the packed day. You're going to have rotations all morning, polar plunge, rotations all afternoon, dinner. And then this evening, this is another totally optional activity. We're leaving Friday open for your fireside or whatever activity you'd like to do. And Thursday, you can take that on your own as well if you want to do a group activity. But we also are going to offer a teamwork challenge, kind of like a game show activity, campfire type of thing, where we're going to have a competition between the groups. I'll talk to you leaders about that if that's an option you'd like to do. We just have an extra night on this 4-day schedule, and so we're trying to offer something fun. But if you'd like to do your own thing, also totally an option for you. Friday, we've got our sunrise hike, rotations in the morning, open program in the afternoon, like we talked about with the other session, open group time. And then Saturday, same thing as Wednesday for the other group. And have breakfast and then camp games check out from 9 to noon. Please be checked out at noon, be on the road by noon. I know everybody wants to get home. They're going to be tired at the end of this 4-day session, but we do offer these camp games just for a little bit of extra fun if you would like it. Our last type of session is the 3-day session from Wednesday to Friday. There are a few Saturdays that we know people have commitments for, with like parades and such on Saturdays with the 4th of July and 24th of July. So we're going to have 2 of these sessions that are Wednesday through Friday. Basically how these will work are the same way as the 4-day session. It'll just be a little bit more smashed in there. Rotation 1, check-in this first afternoon after checking in at 3. Campfire program that evening, and then a full day of rotations on Thursday. Open group time for your fireside devotional testimony meeting on Thursday. And then on Friday morning, we'll have open time from 9 to noon after the sunrise hike. If you'd like to go do an activity again, we'll have open program time. Those for that Friday morning. Then we'll have lunch, clean up, and check out after lunch. Try to be gone by 4:30 is when we have it listed, but this is totally open time to just get out as quick as you can, get on the road, get home. So that is how that Wednesday through Friday session will work. I want to just go over what our rotations are going to look like. Again, we're going to have 5 areas that you'll be able to rotate through. You'll have a couple breaks in there, but all these areas are super fun. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. First, we have our cope course, and these are 2 separate rotations. We have a high cope course and a low cope course. The high cope course, you're going to be up here, harnessed in on this ropes course. We have a giant's ladder. We have the skywalk over here, this log walk, lots of fun activities. This is one of people's favorite rotations. Super fun doing the ropes course up here. And then the low cope course is similar, except it's on the ground. You're not harnessed in, but you're doing teamwork building challenges, and you're a lot of really fun challenges and games to work through with your group. I love both of these activities, super fun. And we're going to have a really great staff there this year. We're going to have Ella, Leif, James, and Nathan. Ella is going to be the new director with Leif, James, and Nathan, who were all there last year. All super fun people. I'm really excited about this staff. So those are going to be two really fun areas. And then we have the rock climbing area. This is what I did last year. This is my first year as camp director, but last year I was the climbing director. And the climbing is awesome at Camp Browning. We have a 70-foot natural rock wall. And basically we have two spots, one where you can climb up and one where you can rappel down. Lots of fun doing that. This is a great opportunity because most of your youth probably have never climbed on real rocks. And so it's a great place just to experience something new and to face some of their fears while having a lot of fun. So I really enjoy this area. We're going to have Kate there as our director with Mason, Bodie, and Jackson as the staff there. Another great staff that I think is going to do a really good job to help keep you guys safe and have a lot of fun rock climbing. So yeah. Next, we have the aquatics area. We haven't quite hired an aquatics director, so I don't have any names on here, but we're hoping to find somebody who's going to be really great. Causey Reservoir is beautiful, and so this will be a great place to go cool off in the water. We have canoes and paddle boards to go down on Causey Reservoir. This one is a super fun activity, just to switch from some of the other climbing stuff and to go cool down in the water. So that will be the aquatics area. And then archery, we're going to have Mia as our archery director, and there will be archery, knife throwing, and tomahawk throwing activities in this area. These, again, are a lot of fun things that most of the youth have never done, and so it's a super fun learning time for them to learn how to do these activities. So we'll look forward to that as well. So those are our rotations. Real quick, just a couple other notes for you to be aware of. Again, check out that leader's guide. It's got a lot of information about some of the more serious issues to get ready for camp. But one of these is payment. We ask that half of your total balance is in by May 2nd. So please have that in by May 2nd. And the other half is due 2 weeks before you arrive at camp. So we have that split up just to be a little bit more flexible with you. But please make sure that you get your payment in before you arrive at camp. And then there's information in the leader's guide about obtaining insurance for camp. You're going to get that from your church, and we have information on how to obtain that proof of insurance in the leader's guide. So please take care of that as well. Other info, a lot of people ask about cell service. There is no cell service in camp. We're in a canyon, and so there's no service there. If you go climb up to the top of the Sunrise hike, that's like a 20-minute hike, you can get service there. And also if you drive down the road a little ways, you can get service. We also have a camp phone. It's a landline that if there's an emergency or anything, if you need to make a call, that's available for your use as well. But just be aware of that with no cell service. The other last note I have here is we will be holding an open house at Camp Browning, May 21st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will be there along with some of the other staff, and this is a great opportunity if you want to come and see the camp, see what it's going to be like. You can come up that day and check it out, you and your leaders. Please don't bring all of your youth. That'll be probably a little much, but because we don't really have any activities going on. But please bring leaders, come check it out. I'd love to talk to you face to face. You can come and meet me and some of the other staff, and we can hopefully talk a little bit more about camp, answer any more of your questions. So that is a great opportunity for you to be aware of. Again, this is my email, nilslarson@gmail.com. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm excited to see you all this summer. Working at camp really is one of my favorite things to do. I love living up here in Logan, going to college, but I definitely my heart is at Camp Browning. So I'm excited to be over there over the summer and work with the youth, work with you guys. So again, feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Sweet. So that is our camp video. And we look forward to seeing you. Again, my name is Nils Larson. Feel free to reach out to me. And thanks for watching our video. Bye.